All right, everybody, how's it going today? It's raining here Sunday, April 23rd, 2023, and we are looking at this 23 KTM 125. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you about this wake-up connector that comes in your box of small bits and parts when you buy a new bike. It comes with a spoke wrench, an airbox cover, an air pump, and a couple other little O-rings and stuff. And what we're going to do today is talk about how to reset your power valve on the 2003 KTM 125. Same process applies for the 250 and the 300 on both maps, the white map and the green map. And we're going to basically take this little connector, plug it into this connection port here, and do a little thing with the throttle and the connector. So to really do this, what you need to do is take the seat off, get that out of the way, and you're going to be working with that little connector, and you're basically going to want to mark your throttle housing and grip, throttle pipe, so it's fully closed, fully open. That lines up nice, and then in the middle. Today we're going to be dealing with the middle setting. So 50% of this full range is where you're going to end up holding that to reset that. Plug in the wake-up connector that's going to reset your power valve on both maps. And I'm going to take a little pause here to put the camera down, change your perspective here a little bit, and I'm going to show you exactly how this is done. And it doesn't take very long, but it's super important to do anytime you need to service the bike or whatever. You change the top end and you want to get everything back to where it should be. This is the way to do it. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Both maps. All right. So what I'm going to do today is reset the power valve on both maps, which is not in the manual. It does show you how to do this in the service manual, but it doesn't designate to do it on both maps, which I think is super critically important to make this bike run right all the time. And what we're going to do is take this wake-up connector that's supplied to you when you buy your bike. They give you a bunch of little extra parts and bits and O-rings. This is the most important tool in your toolbox for this bike. And this process is the same for the 23, 125, 250, and 300. And this little connection port is what we're going to be dealing with today, as well as the throttle housing and the map selector. So first step is to basically press down this little tab and pull back on that. That's just a little snap connector. This white piece is merely a holder. There's nothing else going on with it other than it's just a placeholder for this. And you're going to barely plug this in, almost like 3/4 of the way, plug it in and hold it in your hand. And we're going to take the throttle pipe and put it at half. So it's at half, 50%. Now I'm going to press down on this wake-up connector, and you're going to hear the system do a little electrical beep, which means it recognizes something's plugged in. And then I'm going to hold 10 seconds at half throttle, do nothing else, and then let go. And then you will hear a bunch of series of little beeps and whistles and noises. And that's essentially the power valve's setting its minimum and maximum allowed value because it's electronically controlled. So again, wake-up connector is almost plugged in, half throttle. We're going to press this in. You're going to hear a click. Bzz. If you didn't hear that, it did a little bits. It's on the white map, if you can show that little white map up there. And now we've held this for roughly 10 seconds. I'm going to let go of it, and you're going to hear a bunch of little noises. Once it stops for about 5 seconds, you're not going to hear anything else going on. You can unplug the connectors, press down and pull back on it. And if you look at that map switch again, that map switch will go off in about another second. It just turned off. So what I usually do at this point is just physically start the bike to make sure that it is okay. And I'm just going to do that real quick. You don't have to warm it up or anything else. This is just to verify that you did it. It's on the white map. And it runs. So now what we're going to do is click this over to the green map so we know we're there. We're going to almost plug in the red wake-up connector again. Got to go to half throttle. Gonna hear the same process again, a little bzzz, and then some noises after 10 seconds when I let this thing go. It's on the green map, you can see up there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna let go of it. It's doing this little thing. Again. After that last one, it's not really gonna do much else. We're gonna unplug this. Look at the green map, it's gonna go away in about 2 seconds. It went away. I'm going to start the bike again just to verify everything's good. It's on the green map. You heard that green map load up, and that's actually, I'm glad that actually happened. I'm just gonna plug this back in. Clicks into place. I'm actually glad that happened because that does happen from time to time with it. When you first start the bike up, it'll load up with fuel and you need to clear it out. And you heard what happened when it was kind of really overloaded. You simply keep wicking the throttle a little bit at a time until it actually, you get those RPMs up, and you heard that thing clean out way up on top on both maps. It's super snappy, and that is just an inherent thing with this TBI. It loads up a little bit. You gotta be able to clear it out. Don't just go grab a handful like it did, because all it does is push fuel. So it's a good thing that actually happened. I'm glad I was able to actually get that, because it's something everybody needs to do. Clear it out, and basically just don't let it idle too much, because it'll just keep pouring fuel into there. So essentially that is how this is done. 23 TBI, 125, 250 and 300, same process. That little red connector, most important tool in your toolbox. This also does something about clearing the adapted value, which we'll do another video on, but essentially that's how to reset the power valve on this. I hope you guys have a great day. I appreciate you all, and God bless.